threading a needle and tying the knot to begin sewing. Take the end of your thread and, if at all possible, thread the needle freehand by pushing it through the eye of the needle and pulling your string through. Now, lots of people cannot do that. So if you cannot do that, another way that you can thread a needle easily is to get a small little piece of paper and fold it in half. Now the trick is to make sure that that piece of paper, when it's folded in half, fits through the eye of the needle. If it's too wide, you'll have to cut it down smaller, but then you can easily place your string or thread inside of that little piece of paper, then thread the piece of paper through the needle, and there you have just, ta-da, threaded your needle very easily. We call these little pieces of paper little cheaters. You'll find them all over the room when we are sewing. Once you have threaded the needle, you must pull your thread through until your tails match up. Now, for demonstration purposes, this is a very short string. You would never want to sew with that little amount of thread, but it was so you would see where the needle was, that the thread is doubled up and that the needle is at the halfway point so that the two tails match up together. Then, to tie a knot at the end to begin sewing, you simply take both those tails underneath themselves, which makes a little loop. Take those two little tails through the loop and then pull tight. And you have, it's an overhand knot, but it's done with 2 strings instead of 1. And that is what stops your thread from coming through the felt as you are sewing. You're sewing with this end, and this is holding it into your ugly doll. Threading a needle and tying it, that is the correct procedure.